Ladies and gentlemen, in case you have not recognized, here at the Montrella Cowan Show, we bring the creme, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And today I am delighted to introduce to you our very special guest, Porsha Grisby. Now, Porsha wears a whole lot of hats.
Yes, I
And y'all
do.
know that March is Women's History Month. And I'm telling you right now, Miss Porsha is making history in the moment. Only is she the founder of BGH and Associates, which is bringing good health. All right. Now, when I think of Portia, I think of pretty and pink, but also making a very powerful and positive impact in our communities. So I am so thankful for you coming and sharing your wisdom with our audience today, Portia. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Montrella. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, it's good to see you on the other side. You
I
always the
know. I
one doing
love
all
this
the
other side. I love it. I love I could just, hear you do your thing and I just respond. It's
Yeah.
less pressure.
Portia,
But
you've been busy, girlfriend.
I'm always busy.
Woo, you have been so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've
So,
known you for so many years. So great to see you in this, on the other side as well.
yeah, thank you. Yes, our audience is all business members, all bosses out there, men and women from different levels.
Great,
So,
great.
beginning, so I know you know all about it, beginning, middle,
Yes,
and end. So, I
yes.
would love for you to share your wisdom today. So, Portia, we're going to jump right in.
Yeah.
Tell me, what got you started being a boss?
A boss. So I started not really. I was a news reporter and anchor, and I had stints in different parts of the country where I was
Well,
reporting or anchoring. My last stint was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania,
okay.
and I was there for the longest. I was there for about 10, I don't know, anywhere between 10 and 13 years. And
Yeah.
in the midst of being there, in the middle of my career there, um, I started Black Girl Health,
Mm.
and which is now bringing good health.
Okay. BGA.
So yes, a BGH. And Black Girl Health was really my husband's idea,
Mm.
because at that time there wasn't a lot of things for, Black women, and I was seeing a lot of Black women still today, being just plagued with a lot of chronic illnesses and
Wow.
really just resorting to what they believe is the only solution, which is conventional drugs or
Yes.
surgeries.
Yes.
And so I wanted to create a platform that, shows people the other alternatives that are out there to healing yourself.
Right.
And for me, I'm a big proponent of food and exercise and trying
Mm.
to kind of heal your body,
Okay.
by giving your body what it needs to function. And so
Yes.
my platform that my husband thought of the name Black Girl Health I created started as just kind of like a blog with the different like alternative, unconventional practitioners and health professionals,
Mm.
writing articles about different
Ah,
chronic illnesses and
yes.
how to heal naturally. Um, and and I did that, and then from there, uh, I started applying for like federal grants, and my husband called me crazy, but I got a lot of no's, but all it took was one yes,
Wow.
and I got a yes,
Ooh.
and that really kind of paved the way for Black Girl Health. With that, we did like health awareness campaigns. We started
Mm.
doing a lot of stuff with like HIV and people of color infected with HIV,
Wow.
and
Okay.
so that's kind of how Black Girl Health started, and was able to get the funds to really do a lot of health awareness in the Black community.
Yes.
And then from there, we started doing workshops, and then we started our, Kickstart
Hmm.
event, which is a health and wellness conference that we
Yes.
do. Now it's evolved to, now we have a foundation component, a nonprofit
Wow.
component, and we
Yes.
have clinics. So yeah,
Yes.
that's kind of how we started.
Yes. I love it. I love it. And I love how you said it just takes one yes.
Yeah, just one
So,
yes.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there and you're asking your BFF or your mama and they are
Yeah.
discouraging, just know that it takes one yes.
Yes, one yes. So be determined
Wow.
to keep on going at it, you know. And still to this day, I get a lot of no's, you know. You're always going to
Mm,
get no's, but there's going to be
wow.
someone to give you a yes, you know. So
Yeah.
you got to keep on trying. And if you don't keep on trying, you're never going to know, you
Yeah.
know. So,
So you were a TV journalist and anchor,
mhm.
making some money. What
Yeah.
made you
Well,
switch?
actually, to tell you the truth,
Mhm.
that is, you know, a that's a myth
That's a
that you make
bit okay.
money. No, I really wasn't making any money
Oh,
as an
okay.
anchor and a reporter. You know, I think the myth is that, oh, people are on TV and they're making all this money,
Hmm,
but
hmm.
no, I wasn't making anything.
Okay.
It was more of you know, the notoriety. Yes, I got a lot of
I see.
notoriety from that.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I honestly, I used that, I leveraged that with my business
Yes. Oh, yes.
and to help my own business grow.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Hmm.
and that's what I too also realized, like I can have something that I really enjoy that is my own profitable, profitable,
Yes.
but also
Yes.
I felt like, you know, starting my own business, I could actually help, you know, others more. I didn't think that I
Mm.
was really serving the community and serving my community as much
Wow.
as I do
Mm.
now. Now I'm able to employ people, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Not only do I have a
Yeah.
full-time job and benefits, but I can give it to others as well through my business. So
Ooh, I love
that is
it.
the real,
Yeah.
you know, that is when you're
Yeah.
really impacting people's lives. And I didn't
Mm.
myself doing
Mm.
anywhere near that when I was an anchor and reporter. So
Yeah. I hope y'all are listening as she is dropping it. So, God's mission, as Portia is confirming, is not for us to be playing small. We need to really step into our calling and reach the masses. I love that. It's like from being, first of all, not getting paid your worth,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
really that was like one client versus now through BGH and the foundation, you have been serving millions of people around
Yeah,
the
yeah.
country.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, our awareness of our brand has definitely, you know, just grown. Um,
Yes.
and a lot of that is from, you know, the Kickstart Expo.
Experience. Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of that is from the Kickstart Expo. So that has that is a kind of awareness conference. And you're
Yes.
very familiar. You've been at the Kickstart
Yes.
Expo.
Yes. I presented there. Yeah.
Represented there, but it
Yeah.
brings a national attention to our brand, and which has
Absolutely.
because you know we have celebrities at that event,
Yes.
so that
Yeah.
has really helped our brand, and that's why
Yes.
we try to have that, you know, every
Yes.
year because
Yes.
it brings awareness to our brand on a national level when
Yes.
they want to, you know, work with
Yeah.
us and tell their
Yeah.
stories. So, you know, so yeah, so
Yeah.
we can try to continue doing what we do.
Yeah, no, I love it. And just in case y'all didn't get it, BGH includes marketing services. You
Yeah,
got the health campaigns that she's talking about
yeah,
with the Kickstart,
absolutely.
as well as the membership,
Yeah.
which we're going to be putting the link down so that you all can check it out.
So yeah, so so our membership we don't focus too much on right now, only
Okay.
because our members are really the people who we're serving at our clinics now.
Okay.
And the people that we had, so we had our BGH membership which focused on a lot of professionals like yourself. So those
Mhm.
people are grandfathered in, and we use those people for our workshops. So we don't
Okay.
focus on like adding
Oh,
anyone
I
to
see.
membership at
Okay. Yeah.
the health professionals who started with us, who became members. Those are the people that we call when we're having our workshops, when we having our event
Yes.
kickstarts. Well, you know,
Mhm.
because we
Yes.
call on
You
you.
partner
So
with mayors and everything. I love it.
we just
University.
call, yeah, so we just call on, yeah, so we typically call on all those people first who started with us
Mm.
as members,
Yes.
you know, help us continue doing the education that we do and spreading the word about health and wellness in any
Yes.
particular field.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I admire about you too, Portia. You understand the power of partnership. A lot of us are doing these, we're solopreneurs and we're trying to really get ahead on our own. But you know the truth, right? Nobody
Yeah.
can really make that big of an impact without a team. Like they say, there's no I in team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, partnerships are really big. I mean, we wouldn't be here without partnerships. Um, we have to partner with people to get funding so we can continue to grow. We
Yeah.
have to partner with people so we can get referrals to our clinic so we can continue to serve people, you know.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
it's all about who you know that
Yes.
networking. I mean, you can't, I don't think you can get far in your career doing it solo. Everyone
Yeah.
needs one. So yes.
Yeah. And I know you're the CEO of not one, but two mental health clinics in not
Yeah.
one state, but two, Maryland
Yeah.
and Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Girlfriend, how are you making sure that your own health is in
Well, I'm
check?
not, I know I'm trying to do that as we speak. I'm trying to stay healthy.
Yes.
Plus I just had a baby too. So
Yeah,
it's definitely,
congratulations.
thank you. It's definitely very hard. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm managing. I don't know how I'm
Yeah.
managing
Yeah.
two clinics.
Yeah.
The Pennsylvania clinic actually just started not too long ago, and
Wow.
so far it's going well. Um,
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, so far so good. I really don't know how I necessarily do it. I just do it. I
Mhm.
try to give a little piece of me and
Mhm.
have great people under me,
Yeah.
to help me execute.
Yeah.
Again, you can't do this
Right.
alone. So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gotta be able to delegate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I know
You
the
can't do it
mission
all
of
yourself.
exactly. And I know the mission of the foundation is right to increase health
Yeah,
literacy while
yeah,
reducing the health
yeah,
disparities, especially
yeah.
racially and health wise. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So BGH, is now bringing good health. And so we want to bring, good health to not just Maryland, but like I said, bringing good health to
hmm,
Pennsylvania. Hopefully we'll be bringing
yes,
good health to Georgia, to Chicago,
yes,
different places.
absolutely. Yeah,
So we foresee that we are going to continue to expand and hopefully bring clinics in different cities across the country, bringing good health to those places.
yeah, yeah,
And in doing that, we're really capitalizing on just we're really focusing on people's holistic health.
yes,
Taking a comprehensive approach through
yeah,
mental health. So with
yeah,
focusing on people's minds, we are also focusing on their bodies and what they put in
yeah,
their body. Our
yeah,
clinic is
yeah.
not just individual therapy, but we also do
Okay.
nutrition and give
Oh,
nutrition.
wonderful.
We
Yeah,
do
yeah,
yoga at our clinic
yeah,
as
yeah,
well. Like,
yeah.
it's a holistic
Yes.
approach, and that's how we're bringing good health to all women,
Yeah.
all ages,
Yeah.
families. So yeah, so
Yeah.
that is kind
Yeah.
of that's our
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah. And I love it. You are truly saving lives. Now, you had your own personal health crisis, right? That kind of prompted you to kind of laser focus in on health itself. Did you
Um,
want to
I
say that?
mean, I wouldn't say a a really a chronic issue or anything. I
Mhm.
mean, we've always had like, health battles. I mean, I've had health issues with like my gut issues. Gut issues have been a big have been a struggle for me. Um,
Okay.
fibroids have been a struggle for me.
Oh, I know a lot of people can
And
relate to
yeah,
that. Yes.
yeah, and fibroids was one of the things that prompted me also to start, this brand because I was seeing so many women, who at a young age, they had
Yes.
fibroids and then they were getting
Mhm.
hysterectomies and stuff
Oh,
like that.
wow.
And no one really talked about the power of nutrition to heal and
Mm,
exercise.
mm, yeah.
And that was never our first approach. It was always
Mhm.
surgery. And
Yeah.
so yeah, so that was a battle with, fibroids. Luckily,
Yeah.
my fibroids never got to like a huge,
Okay.
it wasn't huge, but it was knowledge,
Right.
knowing like,
Mhm.
okay, eating this way, cutting out
Yes.
red meat and cutting out dairy,
Wow.
not eating gluten
Yes.
and all this stuff, all the
Yes.
things that I do, I think
Yes.
that helps to,
Yes.
keep my fibroids at a minimum.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then gut issues has been like, kind of an ongoing battle for me that I am
Mhm.
trying to manage myself and I'm getting better at. I think you're always fine-tuning your gut. I
Mhm.
think a lot of people don't know about the they think this the certain symptoms that they have,
Mhm.
that they're just normal and it's okay and it's nothing. Like people think acid reflux. It's just, oh,
Mhm.
I just have acid reflux. But why
Mhm.
do you have acid reflux? That's
Wow.
going on.
Uh-oh.
I believe all disease starts from the gut. So
Wow.
if you are plagued with anything that's going on in your body for the most part,
Yeah.
I believe that we need to start with the gut.
Okay.
Need to start
Wow.
what's going on. Is there some sort of imbalance of bacteria,
Mm.
good and bad bacteria, that is causing
Yeah.
inflammation? And so that is
Wow.
kind of what, through my research and my
Mhm.
passion for gut healing, because I think that also
Yes.
affects the mind and mental health.
Mhm.
I believe in the
Absolutely.
brain
Yeah.
gut connection.
Yes.
We teach that in our clinics. Uh,
Yes.
so with me, I'm not perfect.
Mm.
I am I'm trying to get better at managing my gut and
Yes.
trying to get my gut at a very an optimal level so I can
Mhm.
function even better. So
Yes.
it's been an ongoing battle for me.
Yeah. Wow. You're just so inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. It's really powerful. All right. So let's change gears here and give
Okay.
these folks some tactical, practical strategies. Y'all better have y'all pen and paper because y'all know how Montrella rolls. We're going to be dropping some nuggets. Portia, in your opinion, and I love that, by the way, let me just rewind just a little bit because I never
Sure.
heard that before. And that's quite
Okay.
insightful that all ailments start with the gut.
All disease starts in the gut.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
deep.
All
That's
disease starts in
deep.
the gut. That's
Yeah.
where you need to go. If you have a thyroid issue, you need to go to the gut.
Mm.
We need to go to the gut. Any issue
Wow.
that you have,
Yeah.
I
Mm.
mean, you name it. I mean,
Wow.
we have to start with
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
I think which is we're doing now at our clinic. I think stool tests are very important. I think everyone should
Okay.
a
Wow.
stool test, like a GI map, not like a regular stool test that you would get from your conventional doctor, but you need to
Mm.
get a more comprehensive stool test that really lays out all the different good, bad bacteria that's going on,
Wow.
and what do you not have enough of, if there's any sort
Uh,
of parasites or if there are any sort of, fungus or anything
yeah.
that's going on, what are your enzymes looking like? I mean,
Mm.
how your digestion, all that your stool,
Mhm.
a GI map can kind of show you.
Wow. Y'all do all that
And
at the
because,
clinics?
well,
Okay.
yeah, so we can order GI maps for you.
Wow. Nice.
So yeah, I mean, that is important. I recommend that, a person gets a GI map done at least once a year.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
like you
GI
go
map.
for, when you go for your annual checkup, I think your
Hmm.
annual checkup should be a stool test, a GI
Yeah.
map test.
Isn't
That's
that
what I
interesting? So many things are not done by doctors.
Yeah,
So
I
we
don't think,
need to have
yeah,
the awareness because you
exactly.
have to ask for certain things too.
Why do
Wow.
you need to go for your annual for a doctor to like knock on your knee to make sure your reflexes are like, no, no, I don't need any of that. I want to know what's going on in my gut.
Yes.
Because if you start tackling what's going on in your gut, I think that will help in preventative care so that things
Yes.
blossom into something that could potentially be out of your control and a serious illness.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Whew. All right. We're going to switch
Yeah,
gears. I got your pen and
yeah,
papers by now.
yes.
All right. So, what do you feel keeps people stuck when it comes to business?
I think not having enough marketing dollars.
Mm.
I think you can have the greatest idea, the best idea in the world, but who cares if no one knows about it?
Mm.
I mean, so many people who have great ideas, great brands, but
Mm.
they don't are able to take it to that national level or that big level because not
Yeah.
enough people know about them. The reason why not
Wow.
people know about them is because there's not enough money put into marketing.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's what keeps people stuck um, and sometimes, not closing, a lot of
Mm.
times people don't survive the first 3 years of business.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
I think, a lot of that is due to not having enough money behind to spread awareness.
Mm. Do you have any suggestions to the audience about how would they raise that seed money?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Girl, like it's a grind. It's always, and it's still always, it's a grind for me still to this day. But I think the way to be able to raise the seed money, I think for us, it was finding a way to provide direct services for people.
Mhm.
Because for so long we were like, okay, dependent on, we were just spreading awareness and depending on grant money. But grant money is not going to always be there. Yeah, we still get grants and
Mm. That's
but
awesome.
but now
Mhm.
we get different kinds of grants because we're
Mm.
providing direct services for people.
Yes,
So
yes.
I think if you are just a business that is spreading awareness
Mm.
and you don't have something tangible that people actually need,
Mm.
you can sell,
Mm.
then I think, if you're not solving a problem, when
Yes,
you got to understand when I said that people actually need.
yes,
So if you're not solving a problem for them, then I think it's going to be harder for you to, get that seed money because if you're
yes,
trying to solve a problem for them, then the type of grants that you do get are going to
yes.
look way different than the awareness type of grants. They're going to be bigger, because you're solving a problem. They're going to be bigger
Mm.
and they're going to be multi-year.
Mm.
It provides stability for you so you
Yes.
can grow and start coming to a point where you don't need the grant, where you're balancing your books off of the revenue
Mhm.
that your service
Yes.
is generating.
This is my kind of girl. She keeps up with her numbers. Love it. So I'm hearing so much in what you're saying. Number one, you're saying not enough marketing dollars. Oh, really? They might have
Yeah.
dollars, but they're not designating it to
It,
marketing.
marketing is where most of your money should be spent.
Yeah, yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, don't let your dreams, let your calling be your best kept secret. She's saying
Hmm.
put it out there.
Hmm.
Another key takeaway that I hear from you, what you're saying is get into action.
Yeah.
All that planning is for procrastinators, ladies and gentlemen. Step into action, produce, help somebody out. And I think people fail to realize that really how we perfect this thing, which we never really do, right, is to hear from the market. But if you're not even providing any service to the market, how do you know what they need and want? And so
Yeah,
people are so busy trying to perfect something that maybe nobody is even interested in. And so we
exactly.
got to start being engaged and start delivering, like you're saying, being productive, getting into action so that we can get that feedback from the
Ab-
market.
Absolutely. That's very important.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Anything else you can think of that keeps people stuck in business?
I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, there are always other, singular things that are just that can affect your business in particular. Like for some people,
Mhm.
just, not evolving with the climate, when
Uh-oh.
you need to change, so it's not sometimes staying the same
Uh-oh.
is going to keep you stagnant and not growing.
Yes.
You have to
Yes.
evolve how, if society is evolving and liking certain things, you're going to have to
Mhm.
evolve. So that can definitely keeping people stuck. I think,
Absolutely.
not managing your books and overspending on things that
Mm.
are needed can keep you stuck. Um,
Yes.
I think, I think not trying to do it all yourself can keep you stuck, but I think spending too much money on payroll can also
Mm.
be stuck.
Yes.
So it's kind of, you got to have balance. Like you need to have people to delegate, but if you don't have enough money, you
Mhm.
can't just, don't overspend
Mm.
either, you
Right.
know. But so it could be a blessing and a curse as well. So there
Right.
be balance when you have people working for you to
Yes.
help you.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I mean, there's always other things that can
Right.
keep you stuck. I just believe
Yeah.
the number one thing
Yes.
is
Yeah.
awareness, people knowing about what you do, and you have to
Yes.
put a lot of money towards that awareness.
I got it. Yeah. Yeah. I see why I invited her, right? Woo. It's really awesome. And that's one of the things I love about BGH is like, you
Yeah.
excellent marketing. I mean, everything
Thank
you all
you.
do, you have your interviews, you have your podcast, like you have so many, just ways to be in front of people, letting people know that you're there, that you have services for them. I learned a few things today that I didn't even know y'all offer, like the GI mapping, which
Yeah.
is new
Yeah.
terminology here. So
Yeah.
that is amazing. Yeah. And staying ahead
Absolutely.
of the curve. You are so right. People are truly afraid a lot of times about change. And I
Mm-hmm.
think constant is change. And I like
Yeah.
to use the analogy of the automobile, right? It
Hmm.
was it was horse and buggy back then. Imagine
Yeah, I know.
that.
Crazy.
Imagine
Crazy.
how long it would take a horse and buggy to go from Maryland to one clinic to,
To another.
to your
Yeah, I
PA
know.
clinic.
Lord, forever.
OMG. So, and yes, people like horsemen, people that did the horseshoes and things like that, they did lose their jobs. But at the same time, those who got in front of it and learned those new skills and elevated, they did
Hmm.
handsomely well because now we're Ford making an automobile that provided millions of jobs. And so we're kind of going through a whole shift right now. And it's not a bad thing. There's a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. All right. So, do you have like a system or a framework that you can walk us through, like in terms of your process with your clients? How do you like how do
Oh,
you start? How do you get them in and
Okay.
get them through?
Well, I mean, if anyone is interested in being served by us,
Hmm.
so you can go to the BGH clinic,
Yes.
and you can book an appointment right on the website.
Nice.
You don't necessarily have to call us, or you can call us at 240-493 6217. You can call the office and book an appointment and talk to staff to book appointment. But you can simply just do it yourself. You can go right on the website and book an appointment with the
Hmm.
therapist. So, as a therapist yourself, it pretty much works where you book an appointment and you have your initial assessment first, with an intake therapist, and then you will be set up with your ongoing therapist that you'll
Oh,
see
I see. Okay.
with.
Got
Um,
it.
from there. Sometimes the person who does the intake is the same person who will be your actual therapist,
Okay.
but not necessarily for an intake therapist. And then we have either a psychiatrist or a psychiatric nurse practitioner who will do psych evaluations and med management if that's needed. We always like to have one appointment with the nurse because we like to do blood work. So we also do blood work.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
It's really holistic.
yeah, because we like to know, like, if maybe you have a vitamin D deficiency or
Hmm. A lot of
magnesium
folks of color.
deficiency that
Hmm.
could be affecting why you can't sleep and you feel like you
Hmm.
have depression. We like to know those things. So we
Right.
always encourage that everyone sees the nurse once.
Okay.
Not to necessarily get medication, but just to
Right.
make, to do some lab work, just to get some
Yes.
background on you.
Okay.
So we're really big on that. But
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty much it's as easy as one, two, three. We accept insurance. We also, you can pay out of cash, you can pay with cash, we
Out of
pay
pocket. Okay.
out of
And do
pocket,
you have to reside
everything.
within those states, Maryland and Pennsylvania, or like someone from DC could
So
go
I
to the
mean,
Maryland clinic?
yeah, I mean, you could no, you don't like your insurance. It just depends on where your insurance is.
Okay.
But if you do not reside in the state, say you're in like Georgia or something like that,
Mhm.
then you would pay cash.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
So you will
our
service other people.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not, I mean, you will pay
Awesome.
cash.
Yeah.
I know right now for our Pennsylvania clinic, because it's the newest clinic, we actually are doing 50% off of all out-of-pocket paying
Oh,
people.
wow.
So,
Nice.
yeah,
I
we
love how
usually
you always
start
helping
that
the
when we're
community.
first new. Yeah, we're new and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, so
All
that's
right.
pretty
Yeah.
much how it starts and how the
Thank
process
you.
is. It's pretty easy.
Yes. Yep. Thank you for sharing that. Now, what book would you recommend for business owners?
Oh gosh, the Bible. The
Tell us about it.
Bible. I
Woo!
mean, honestly, I mean, I think when you're younger, well, at least for me, I'm not like a very avid, like just, reader in different
Mm.
books, stuff like that.
Okay.
But the one book that I always have, is the Bible.
Yeah.
That's the one book we
Yeah.
always have.
I love that.
So like, when you're going through challenges and tribulations and you're
Hmm.
stuff, if I have faith as small as the mustard seed, then, God can move mountains. You remember
Hmm.
different verses that keep you from going to one,
Yes.
keep you from not getting stagnant and giving up.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think as a business owner, because you're going to be faced with a lot of, dark nights, and you're going
Hmm.
to need that motivation to keep you going. Then I think you need the Bible to
I
keep you.
love that. And a lot of people don't
Thank
realize
you.
how much insight is in the Bible. It's like a living,
Yeah,
breathing thing. That's not a history book.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
something you can use right here and right now. And so much about business and even sales is mentioned in the Bible too. In
yeah.
addition to all the turmoil that you will face with the tools to
A lot.
overcome it. I love that. Yeah, we
I
talk
love
a lot here about the Bible.
it.
I love it. Anything else you'd like to leave with our listeners before we close out?
I mean, just, I think just never give up. I think that, we all feel like, we kind of just go to just working for someone else and working full time and give up on our dreams because we feel like we can't do it, or it's going to take too much, or we're just not ready. Like, people
Yeah.
always make the excuse, I'm not ready. I don't have a business plan together. I don't have this together. I don't have that
Yes.
together. I didn't have anything.
Mm, I know
I didn't
that's
have a
right.
business plan. I didn't have anything. I learn as I go along. I develop
Mhm.
relationships as I go along. I didn't
Yes.
have it all together. I didn't have anything. I just had
Mm,
an idea. And I was
yes.
like, oh, let's start it. And it was like
Mm.
literally, I have an idea. Let's start it tomorrow. It
I
just,
love it.
just put to action.
Yeah.
If you have an idea, a good idea, then just start.
Yeah.
Just start.
Yeah.
Have to
Very
wait.
powerful.
Just
Yeah.
start. You will
I love
grow.
that. Mm.
You will evolve
Yeah.
as you go along, because you're going
Yeah.
to face things that are going to make you
Yeah.
grow,
Yes.
because you're going to learn from different things. That
Yes.
was a bad decision. Let
Yeah.
me do this instead,
Mhm.
so yeah, I would just say getting started
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
is kind of
Yeah.
my recommendation for
Yeah.
people.
I love that. And you're such a living example of that. Wife, mama,
Yeah.
CEO of two clinics,
Yeah.
executive director of a foundation,
Yeah. Yeah.
and founder of
Yeah.
BGH.
Yeah.
Amazing. No
Yeah.
excuses, y'all. Let's get into action. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much for your
Montrella. You're
time.
amazing.
Yeah, you
You're
are too, my
amazing.
dear.
You got your podcast and everything going.
Yeah,
No, you're doing the thing
thank you.
too.
You're such an inspiration. I appreciate you, girlfriend. So thanks for squeezing me in. I know you're busy. You know how to find me if you need me for anything. I
Oh,
love your
absolutely.
vision. I love what you do.
Thank you,
Thank you
Montrella.
so much. I'll let you know when it's published,
Oh,
okay?
yeah, please do.
Yes. All right. Bye bye. Have a
Bye
blessed
bye.
one.